Hey kid, do you want some One Piece 1173 information?
We finally have the long-awaited initial spoilers for One Piece, Chapter 1173. Let's go. So don't go anywhere, right after the intro. Hello everyone, welcome. I'm back with more One Piece content, now bringing you the much-anticipated initial spoilers. But before we dive into the content, as I always ask, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell. This helps the channel grow a lot and reach more people. And without further delay, let's get into the video. The title and Zoro's action. The chapter title is Generation of Warriors, or Hakoko. The action begins with Zoro jumping over the giants' heads and slashing all the giants who were inside the dome reverse. This was Zoro's main strategy to deal with the situation. However, it seems that the plan does not work perfectly. Dory and Brogy confront Zoro, but in an unexpected twist, they end up hitting each other during the clash. This leaves Zoro and everyone else completely shocked by what just happened. The revelation about Gunkko. One of the most important moments of the chapter happens when Brook reveals Gunkko's true name. Her name is Princess Shuri, also known as Sherry, and she is royalty. Brook recognizes her because of her striking features, blue hair and eyes of two different colors. This heterochromia has always been one of her characteristics, which is very interesting. She is the second character in this arc with different eyes. Could she eventually have some kind of connection, even with Loki? Continuing, Brook also calls her the country-slaying princess, revealing a dark past. The man she killed was Onijin, Brook's benefactor. The relationship between Brook and Onijin was equivalent to the relationship Shanks has with Luffy, a deep bond between mentor and protege. This revelation adds significant layers to Brook's backstory and to the events of the past. When confronted with this truth, Gunkko hesitates. Brook almost manages to reach her, but Imu takes control of Gunkko once again, manipulating her. Even while under control, Gunkko briefly returns to her senses and prepares to attack Brook, but this time she desperately screams for him to run away, showing that there is still something of the real Gunkko fighting inside. The Giants' combined attack. The battle intensifies when we see Gerd and Goldberg preparing to unleash a combined attack against one of the ships shaped like the mother of the children. They prepare the move called Two Generals, a powerful technique that echoes the classic combined attacks of the Giants in One Piece. However, Rhodes stops them because he also wants to participate in the attack. With that, the three giants focus their power together, creating the move Three Generals, Heiho Gint. This is a new Hakuko, but performed by three giants simultaneously, very similar to the iconic move by Dory and Brogy that we saw earlier in the saga. The final disaster. At the end of the chapter, one of the MMA ships falls onto Summers, who instinctively strikes it back in self-defense. However, this action has disastrous consequences. The MMA ship falls directly onto the transport vessel that was waiting for the children, completely destroying it. Summers is absolutely shocked by the tragedy he unintentionally caused. His final words in the chapter express pure horror and despair over the situation. Holy shit. This dramatic moment closes the chapter with a powerful cliffhanger, leaving readers anxious for what comes next. Final thoughts. Great news for fans. There will be no break next week. That means we'll get 3 consecutive chapters of One Piece, which is always a reason to celebrate. This chapter was extremely interesting for several reasons. We finally got major revelations about Gunkko's lore and her connection to Brook. We learned that she is a country slayer and that she has a royal past as a princess. The fact that her true name is Princess Ashuri, or Sherry, adds even more mystery to her story. The revelation that she killed Onijin, Brook's benefactor, who held the same importance to him that Shanks holds for Luffy, suggests deeply traumatic and complex events in the past. All of this points toward an extremely promising future flashback focused on our beloved Brook and what his life was like before joining the Rumbar Pirates. The connections between these characters from the past are starting to surface, and we increasingly understand the depth of the story Oda is building. Imu's manipulation of Gunkko also raises important questions about the powers of the supreme leader of the world government and how far their ability to control others truly goes. The fact that Gunkko can momentarily resist shows that her will still exists, which could be crucial for future developments. So, what did you think of these spoilers? Leave your theories and opinions in the comments about this chapter packed with revelations and action. Well, later this Wednesday, we may get even more spoilers. The full summary will come out on Thursday, and the scanned version for reading will be released on Friday. The chapter will be officially released next Sunday. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell. See you next time. Thanks.